Singapore's core inflation eased to 0.7% in September, the slowest increase in more than 3 years. This was due to cheaper services and a steep drop in the price of electricity and gas.
Overall, overhead inflation, meanwhile, was unchanged from August at 0.5%, and experts are expecting consumer prices to trend upwards going forward, even as the wages of individuals rise slower. Brandon Tanota with more.
With food inflation at 1.6% on year in September, some restaurant owners are feeling the pinch.
Food like seafood are always the hardest hit, especially fish and clams. We have a lot of regular patrons that comes to our restaurant. They are very price sensitive, and if there's a slight increase, they actually remember the price. So we can't just do increase when supplier increase the price. We have to absorb, and our profit margin has lessened in a way.
However, the prices of retail items such as clothing and footwear saw declines. Electricity and gas costs also posted a steeper on-year fall, thanks to lower electricity prices led by the nationwide launch of the open electricity market. According to Singapore's central bank, core inflation is expected to come in at the lower end of the 1 to 2% range this year, and average at 0.5 to 1.5% for next year. So far, core inflation from January to September stands at 1.2%, which is past the mid-mark of the central bank's estimates for this year. Meanwhile, the MAS and economists are reiterating that wage growth will be lower for this year and next year, as the labour market conditions soften.
We are seeing less job vacancy than unemployed person in the labour market. So there are more people going for the same job now. So therefore the labour market is showing very clear sign that it is softening, and henceforth this will imply that your wage growth will be weak. I think this will likely persist at least till middle of next year, because we do not expect growth momentum to pick up at least till mid of next year. But towards the end of next year, probably we will see global outlook improving, trade flows improving, and henceforth this will translate into better growth as well, and subsequently, of course, on the labour market.
Now, today's figures come a week after the Monetary Authority of Singapore eased monetary policy on the back of the country's lackluster economic performance and continued global economic headwinds. The central bank also said that headline inflation is expected to average 0.5 to 1.5% in 2020.